Checking in with Mike LS. Back outside, people. Back outside. Different day, different video. Just came out the gas station again. Let me get out this guy way. Just came out from the gas station again. Bali Market. Gas is pretty decent though. Well, I can't say decent. $3.63 for regular. It's still up there. Still up there, so just had to throw some I call it test gas, because that's what I'm burning it out and doing. Just doing some test runs again. And oil pressure look good. Just same POV vibes, you know what I mean? Just back on the road with it. Making sure everything good. Oh, there go two back-to-back G-Wagons. This guy's a little bit funky. He got the white one and the gray one. He got it parked. Okay, what kind of ish you on, homie? Yeah, I see that back-to-back. G-Wagon. He's a real G-Wagon fanatic right there. Yeah, but, yeah, back to what I was saying. Yeah, just about to beat up the highway again. This thing is going in and out, trying to figure out if it's daytime or nighttime. About to jump on the highway and put in another 100. And actually, people, I mean, if anybody's watching my videos, I have to do this because of the fact that I did a whole lot to the vehicle, right? I'm breaking in. I changed all fluids. So basically, I'm breaking everything in. Just like a brand new car. Put it like that. It's just like a brand new car that you have to break in all the parts, the fluids. If you put any additives, you have to activate it. And that's basically what I am doing. So on the weekend, at least, I try to take it out early in the morning or late at night. And put like at least 100, 150 miles on the truck. So everything, you know, I could accumulate the trip miles and let everything break in. So once I know everything is broken in and everything is settled, then now I can move on to the next one. But I have to gain the miles, people. That's what it is. Everything you do, every DIY on your vehicle you do, actually, you gotta break in the miles. So even if you get a service done on your car, right, and everything is not good, believe it or not, if you get a big service done on your car, it's not good until you accumulate the miles, and then when everything is settled and you have no issues after you do your checkups, then you good. But other than that, somebody could do something and you still ain't good yet. You still not in the green light. Trust. So that's just a heads up tip right there. When you getting like some certain kind of major work, you swapping the engine or whatever, you gotta put miles on there. Yeah, the shit good. Yeah, I changed it. It starting up is not good. Just a car starting up is a trick, because when they get that heat, the pressure, then the heat alone is gonna tell if it's good or not. Because when it gets a certain amount of heat, that's when ish fails. So that's why y'all see me actually doing all of this. And I'm showing and proving that, no, I mean, I'm not capping. Put it like that. I'm not capping about what's going on. You know what I mean? I'm not just saying, oh yeah, Renzel perfect, Nah, homie. When I know it's perfect, then, but other than that, y'all see me, I'm putting in that work, that I'm putting in them trips, and I don't want to, like, it's got to be routine trips, routine miles, because I have to make sure everything is well calculated and well thought of, so if anything, I know how to go back. Ah, here comes this bump. Yo, they need to fix this Grand Central, homie. You understand what I'm saying? So that's why I'm doing everything what I'm doing. So if the videos kind of look repeated, it's not too much repeated. It's just me acknowledging that, you know, all right, today, and I'm documenting it, like, you know, all right, I switched this part. at this amount of trip miles, I'm gonna put 500 miles on this part to make sure it's good, and just documenting everything. So that's what I'm doing. So that's why y'all see me doing these POVs, these lovely Renzel POVs y'all getting. And that's what it is. I gotta do a few POVs on the box Chevy because I'm about to swap out the transmission on. You know what I mean? I'm about to put the Delco joint in. So I want to accumulate some miles on that fresh oil. Let it break in. Let it soak up some of the old joint and let it do what it do. So at least I know I put 500 miles on the orange box with the Delco, and you know, it's cool. So it's like I had an oil pressure issue. I had to make sure that everything was you know, everything on idle looks good. But now when I'm driving, you know, sometimes it's a different ball game. So that's basically, I just wanted to jump into that, why, you know, you seeing me doing all this these runs like that, and that's it. And everybody think I'm driving slow in the left lane, but really and truly I'm not. I just gotta understand they got a lot of bumps and a lot of, this guy here flying, and that's all good and all. But yeah, it's a decent day today. They were saying some slight rain, but it's looking like it's gonna push off into night. So, which is not bad. I don't think that really was gonna stop me from doing what I'm doing, but I'd rather do it in, you know, without no rain than having a bunch of rain. So, which is all good. So, all right. Other than that, I'm gonna tap back in. Let me as I said, I'm just beginning my drive, and I have, let me see, 52 minutes, right, to drive to get to the first, you know, the first destination trip, and then double back and maybe do another hour back. And yeah, so we go talk in between because I got some updated news on some information I found out yesterday I'd like to share with y'all, which is you know, it could be a good thing and it could be a bad thing. I don't know how to really describe it at this moment, so I'll tap back in with y'all in a few. And we gonna talk about it. Who in the cut right here? I mean, people just be sitting in the cut out here like, what the hell y'all be doing? Like, I guess from last night everybody was out partying and whatever, whoever was partying and whatever. But that's one thing, like, you know what I mean? I just want to say this before I dip out, you know what I mean? Like, I used to be on that party, that outside every weekend, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, whatever, you know what I mean? Especially like on Fridays is like, you know, after work, get twisty, right? Then bounce back on a Saturday, back to back on a Saturday, and then Sunday come, I'm all like hungover, done. If I made it home, you know, I'm glad I don't really, I kind of grew out of that, put it like that, you know what I mean? I think it was just a phase of me growing up, getting more mature, getting about the business now, that I don't waste time on that. I won't say it's wasting time, but I'm just, you know, I think I outgrew, I think I did too much on that. So now it's like, on my weekends, I'm focused on, you know what I mean, trying to get to the next one, trying to, you know, trying to prepare, no breaks unless I'm sick or something, and that's it. Trying to reach the goals that I should have reached a long time ago, and I'm trying to reach the goals now. I'm trying to play catch up, you know what I mean? I'm trying to like keep my foot on the gas and not on the brakes. You heard? Yeah. All right. So let me tap back in with y'all, and then we gonna talk about what I was talking about before. All right, guys. Finally made it to the LIE 495, whatever you want to call it. Outside is looking real gloomy today. It's a really gloomy kind of, it's not raining, but it looked like it want to rain, and it looked kind kind of like misty, gloomy day. But whatever. I don't know if the sun is gonna come out. What time is it? 7:23. I don't think the sun coming out. There ain't no sun today. The sun is somewhere else. But as I said, traffic is what it is. Traffic is open. It's good. And I have a half an hour drive more till I turn back. And yeah, that'll be it. I don't know. Maybe I'll take the Dodge Charger out today. I want to take the box Chevy out, but I wanted to make sure I swap that oil. So maybe I'll do a quick transmission oil swap, and maybe I'll get some footage of that. I don't know if it's going to be added to this video, or it's going to be a separate video, whatever. All right, but other than that, story time real quick. So yesterday I went to U-Haul. Y'all may be going to see it in another video anyway. To just get some information about the car transporter. So actually U-Haul, which I did not know, they came out with a new transporter called the toy hauler. Right? Came out with it sometime last year. I seen videos on it. People did videos on it. They was like geeked on it. So I did, I had to do my homework as always, because everything is homework, is numbers, is it good for what I need it to be good for, and that's kind of how it is. So with this toy hauler, now let's jump back into the regular old school hauler that we know, right? That weighs about, if I'm not mistaken, I don't want to lie, 21 to 2,200 pounds, right? Okay. So now, before I got the Escalade and whatever vehicle I was searching for, right? Escalade tow capacity is 8,100, right? Anything above that, for that towing capacity, have to be a pickup truck or whatever. But I wasn't mentally ready to get the pickup truck, even though that's something in the bucket list or something. But I say, you know what? For the Escalade, right? Escalade have it comes with the air. It's like an air shock, right? It comes with a compressor. So if you do put weight in the back, basically it lifts it back up. A lot of vehicles don't come with that. You have to maybe do some external add-on or something like that. And that's good for the weight, because the back will be sagging. You know what I mean? With a trailer, depending on how heavy you think, you will have a saggy back. You know what I mean? You will be doing like some aerodynamic kind of like towing. But all right, other than that, right? So the toy hauler now, it weighs something like 3175. I look, it's solid. The only thing what U-Haul did goofy, right? Which they shouldn't have did it. I know they like metal, right? They should have made it a little bit lighter. Like, you know what I mean? Sturdy but light. Like, you know how some like the ones like they sell, you got the bed is wood, right? And then the side is steel. But they made this joint all steel, like all metal, steel, whatever it is, right? Just looking at there's always a car stop somewhere. Right. All right, but let me so now, right? So you hear the weights, right? 21, 2,200, 3,100. 3,100 is a big weight right there, just for the trailer. That's not even with the add-on car on top of it, right? Okay, so now once you hear that, your vehicle gotta have a pretty decent towing capacity. All right, as I said, Renzel 8,100. We'll get into it, right? So now, I think it was last year or like 2 years ago, I went and I got a weight on my car, because I'm running Section 8, got music, whatever. So I just wanted a weight on the vehicle because I wasn't sure what it weighed. I thought it maybe weighed like 6,000 pounds with all that ish I got on it. Like I was like, I'm running heavy, you know? But actually it was 4,620 in weight, total gross weight. That's what that scale said, unless the scale is wrong or something, right? So now I add that up with, you know, the two trailers. And you know, I gotta have a buffer. You gotta have a buffer because you don't want to max out in your toe because you gonna put mad strain, it's gonna feel weird, whatever. So from the 46, let's say 4,600 to the 3,100, right? It's pretty close. I mean, when I did the math, I had a buffer of 350, right? So I'm like, damn, that's heavy. That's heavy. So now with me now, like, I put the box Chevy on the old school hauler. There go the cars that stop. Yeah, I put the box Chevy on the old school hauler, right? And the only thing about it, like, you know, it was kind of like my first time doing that, you know, I wasn't too comfortable because I mean, like the strap down points, I ain't strap it the way it should have been strapped. It was kind of like I didn't really have too much room in between the rails for the rims. It's like, you know, like the car was kind of like the way I did it the first time was bouncing around, so the rim almost rubbed on the side of the rail. It's a few different factors that made me uncomfortable. This one here is big, it looks flat, it looks comfortable, right? But the only thing now, they put some like it looked like some steps, some building steps on the side, right? So now when you put your car up, now like you car gotta kind of roll over like these steps. It was made for, I guess, like trucks and all that, big wheel joints, whatever, right? But now for the big rim, right, that's rolling on skinnies, will it work? That's the only thing, right? So I don't know. And then again, as I said, the weight is more heavy, so I don't know. But if it work out, it'll be a great look. But now it's gonna be more weight, more heavy shit to pull on Renzel. So is it worth? I don't know. I gotta do a little bit more homework on it because now, all right, yeah, I could try to rent it, but what if it don't work out? And that's why I gotta ask them. So before I rent it, right, I'm gonna ask them, yo, look, if it don't work out, right, can I bring it back? I get my money back or something. Like, you understand what I'm saying? Like, because as I said, it's different. I like it, but I don't know with the 28s. I seen people put them drop Hondas that be like bow-legged with, you know, the rim poking out the tire. They maneuvered it on because that was another thing they was worried about. The rim is gonna rub on the steps, and I don't know, and you know what I mean. So some people successfully got it over, but now I'm dealing with 28s, homie. It's a different ball game. So I don't know. I'm gonna look more into that, right? I'm gonna actually go to U-Haul again and revisit. Basically, I'm gonna have to measure my car, like the wheelbase, like, you know what I mean, from wheel to wheel, and then go measure the joint because I'm telling you, it looks scary. Fuck is this? Yo, dude, like, why are you like, what's going on here, homie? Like, this is not really too cool what you're doing. Like, now he want to start driving. Like, yo, what kind of issues? I don't get that. doing? You tired, homie? If you tired, pull over. Yeah, so, this dude look like he keep on breaking. He twisty. When they grab you on this highway, homie, I don't want to be around. I don't want to be involved. I ain't see it. Look, he's swerving. Look. Now he going into HOV. And you going in, oh, look, his man's behind him. Like, what you doing too? What's up with these Long Island people? Yo, homie, you know what lane you in, man? That's I. Yo, come on, man. Really? Why we doing this? You supposed to stay in the left lane, homie. Are you really gonna stay in this lane and do this? Yo, this is what I'm dealing with right now. People, left lane, fast cars. Look, this one here, he in the HOV twisty. Yo, you just set yourself up, homie, for failure by going in the HOV lane with the minivan wobbling. And what's up with you, SI, man? Just go in the right lane, homie. Like, why are you in this lane? Like, why are you in the left lane? Oh, man, yo, new driver. He must be a new driver or he just super goofy. Like, my nigga, like, yo, what are you doing? Like, why would you even go in the left? No, here come another one. Here come another one this morning. I don't know what's up with all these people this morning. Late night. And it's mad breezy outside because I can hear the breeze coming through my window and all that because of the fact that I told you somebody that had this car, they jimmy two sides and they got like air gaps and all that. So let me see, 21 minutes. Exit 62, we gonna bust off exit 68. So yeah, so back to what I was saying. So yeah, I'm looking into that, man. I'm looking into that. That's gonna be funky, it's gonna be different. Doing my homework on that, but I'm ready. But now it's just to figure out which car transport I'm gonna use. Am I gonna go flat and heavy? Or I'm gonna go the old school one, shaky and scary. You know what I mean? So I gotta figure that one out, and basically y'all gonna see. So y'all may actually, some people may learn from me that got, you know what I mean, the 28s and all that, because I know like a lot of down south, you know, they got the a lot of people renting out the traditional trailers with the wood and all that. I think out here, like more like in Jersey and stuff like that, people is they have more companies that do trailer rentals and stuff, but we know U-Haul. That's what we know in New York, the boroughs. We know U-Haul. So U-Haul try to do something, but it's cool. Like I seen they got 3 ramps on it, so it's cool for like them Polara slingshots and them Can-Am joints. If you gotta tow those joints, because it got the ramp for the 3rd wheel. 1 in the middle, 2 on the sides, because you know those joints is like 2 wheels in the front, 1 in the back. So it's good that's perfect for those, you know what I mean? But will it be good for 28s or 30s or whatever it may be? Maybe it's good for like Wranglers and big beefy wheels and all that. Perfect for that. It's good for that. But my application, will it work? If it work, that's a go. Cool, that's one thing I gotta worry about. All right, I got it on. How it feel now when I tow? Like, do it feel like, yo, cool? Or this shit is gonna F up my truck? Like, you understand what I'm saying? Like this heavy ass is gonna F up my truck. So that's what I'm working with now, man. But as I said, this is why, honestly, and I'm gonna go back to this is why I do what I do. Even no matter, listen, at the end of the day, no matter what vehicle I would have caught, if I had caught even a newer vehicle with super low miles, I still would have had to, because if it's actually pre-owned by somebody else, or somebody else had it, different users had it, I still gotta go in there and do what I do, because when I get on that road, and I'm beating up the highway, at least I know I did what I did. Transmission, I did differential, transfer case, brakes, maybe suspension if needed, or whatever's needed. You understand what I'm saying? So no matter what it is, I gotta prepare it, I gotta train it for something that it maybe never did ever in life before. So, and that's kind of what I'm doing with Renzel. Renzel's in training, Renzel's in the gym. You understand what I'm saying? I got him going back and forth. So, had him in the snow. I gotta get out of this. Man, this thing is goofy. I had him in the snow, right? Now when I start doing this, towing now, right? What I'm gonna be dealing with? Humidity, heat, more heat. It's gonna be different. So now, right now, I'm driving, I'm getting all this cool air, feeling real good, right? But now when summertime comes, what happened? AC compressor running, right? Fans running, everything running, right? More pressure. Gauge is gonna look different. Everything gonna look different. It's gonna feel different. Oil getting hotter. You understand? So now you gotta make sure I use the best, correct fluids. So it could take heat. It won't break down. You dig? So that's why when y'all see these videos and y'all see me doing what I'm doing, look like I'm going back and forth, but I'm like testing everything because as I said, right now everything is cool. 43 degrees, it's gonna run different when we have 95 degrees, 99 degrees, 100 degrees, humidity super high. When I tell you that AC running, fans blowing, all we getting is hot air. Everything is just gonna be super hot. So now I gotta make sure all these fluids and everything could deal with that 100 and something temperature. The heat, it could deal with whatever it gotta deal with. You know what I mean? Wear and tear, you already know. So, alright, but other than that, yeah, that's what I wanted to talk about. That joint that will be to be continued with that conversation on now finding out the right trailer. You know, I was looking online also to see if like anybody, I seen somebody actually had an Escalade, right? And they put it on there, which is cool, but I don't know what they was towing though. You know what I mean? I don't know if they was towing like one of them little bikes or whatever. And, you know, and they good. You could tow motorcycles on that joint because it's flat. So I know a lot of people gonna be using that this summer because, as I said, the guy was like they still producing them. So I guess, you know, it's something that they tried it and it looked like it's gonna they're gonna make some bread off of it. So I guess they're gonna do a mass production. I don't know in terms of how much it's gonna be in New York. It's maybe more they're gonna supply more maybe down south or something like that. But I don't know. Well, we'll see. So alright, I'm gonna tap back in with y'all. Let me on the way back. I said this, I got 14 minutes. I'm about to actually exit in 1.6 miles. And I'm looking at police. I gotta be careful because police is like sitting, and I don't know what's going on here. Is that police? Or that's two cars that just pulled over? That looked like an Audi and another car they pulled over. But yeah, it's I just gotta watch out for the ops because I know it's Sunday morning and they trying to catch the people, the Saturday night party people on the road trying to go home. So that's why I say I gotta even though I'm having a conversation with y'all, I gotta have it on my radar. Alright, so I'm about to hit 68 now. So let me make sure I get over to where I gotta go and we don't miss that turn. Maybe next video next run I run the whole I run this highway to the end, and I think the end of it is like 70, I don't know if it's 73 or something like that, but usually like this is just like a route I know, so I just ride it down, whatever. I ride ride it down, and I ride through the town a little bit, and then I swing back around. Like that one down there, about 70 something, I never rode it to the end, so I really at the end of the day don't even know where the hell it's gonna like lead me to. So basically with something like that, I just have to really just pay attention to the navigation when I actually take that route. But as I said, this route here, I'm familiar with it. So I'm familiar with this, you know, going to 68, running down the blocks, running down whatever the road. So I'm familiar with this in the daytime and nighttime. So this is out there, especially when it's dark. Whew, this is out there. So all right, but other than that, as I said, I'm gonna tap back in. Basically, they go Suffolk County, the police department. Great. I don't know. Did I see an exit? I don't know where that's at, but whatever. All right. So, but I'm gonna tap back in with y'all. Let me drive a little bit and then make my way back around. All right. Catch y'all in a minute. All right, guys. I'm making some way back. 24 minutes. Till I get back to my home destination. So a lot of police really couldn't like break out the camera too much because I really had to pay attention to this because these police out here in Long Island, they be tucked all over in the bushes, on the side. You don't know what they driving, so it's just like me really paying attention to what's going on. I gotta watch my speed. I was like doing like 80, 85, and I gotta make sure I drop it down and look at the waves because I'm not trying to get caught with a speeding ticket. I got caught with a speeding ticket, I think, was it sometime early last year? And I think I came out of pocket between lawyer and the ticket was like $800-900 just to beat the points. So not really trying to get one of those. So that's why I couldn't, like, I gotta just like pay attention to actually what I'm doing because they out here. I think I gotta get a speed balance, high speed balance. When I do like 80, I got a little wheel shake. So I'm gonna actually go get, I guess speed balance. I'm gonna speed balance all 4 tires because I do rotate my tires. So I'm gonna I always really do speed balance, even though you get a speed balance done on your car. Sometimes it, you know what? Right now we went through pothole season, so a lot of that kind of throws off. You know, I don't know how, whatever, but I don't know. Or sometimes it maybe wasn't even done correctly because I did it when I actually put some new tires on Renzel. So and actually I rotated them. So I don't know with the rotation, whatever, kind of just like, you know, I don't know if the rim, it's a very old rim. I don't know if it caught a slight bend or whatever, but whatever. So that's one of the next things I want to actually just go get a speed balance. And I also want to, I'm not doing that on the Charger. But on this, I'm going to do a speed balance. And yeah, the next thing I gotta do is just I got the Delco oil and the Delco filter, so just I may put maybe another 300 miles on this oil I have in here now, the doorway Valvoline joint. No, SCP, not Valvoline, SCP. And then dump it and then swap it out with the Delco. I guess going forward I'll be using Delco. So and then I actually gotta I think I wanna try Delco for the box Chevy. But I mean the box Chevy, I'm not really putting too much miles on that, which I wanna accumulate miles on that. I wanna drop this. So you never know. I mean all cars, once they fix this road, honestly, man, last year I think I only went to one car show in Long Island with it. This year I think I'm gonna hit all of them with it, with the box Chevy this time, because of the fact I just want to accumulate miles. I want to like put some motor miles on that motor. That motor that's the crazy thing. Is like, you know, we dump so much money in these old schools and all that, really just to not too much drive it, and just, you know, and I just don't like that. I don't like nothing. I don't like to have nothing where I can't really drive it, like, you know, because it's like, you know, I'm not trying to baby it. It's really, at the end of the day, it's just an application of the road. So once I got smooth road, I'm driving it. You know what I mean? I'm really driving it. So once they clean up all these bumps and all that, hopefully, Long Island, I'm driving it. I hit up every car show in Long Island, because I ain't really, as I said, I think I did 1 or 2 with the box Chevy, just trying to, like, you know, I was just doing something different rather than, you know, focus on my joint. I was just focusing on everybody else joint. So we see what happened with that. Maybe some, as I said, you know, I'm gonna tow like out of town and stuff like that. Like certain parts, like in Jersey, I gotta tow because the roads are so effed up. I would like to drive, but the roads is just so effed up. It's like rolling dice. Hit a pothole, hit something, you're down. A little goofy. You know what I mean? Pretty car on the side of the road looking goofy. Hit a pothole. Nah, we not doing that. So that's why we go throw it on the back. If I do something in Connecticut, don't get me wrong, some of the roads in Connecticut is cool, but I'm not trying to do a goofy pothole. You know what I mean? Just trying not to do a goofy pothole. So that's the only thing with, don't get it twisted. Like, I can't drive it. I could drive it because mine is all stock. I ain't putting no supercharge. I ain't cam it. Dually. What you doing? Got the big dually with the rims. Nice. Nice, my guy. Nice. Nice. Yeah. I didn't cam it. I ain't do nothing. I ain't do ish to it, but just maintain it and just started to change, just to swap out parts. And that was the whole idea of my build. Like, I ain't gonna spend no thousands. I spent thousands of dollars just correcting the goddamn mistakes. But as I said, listen, it's plain Jane people, and it could drive far. Because that's what it's designed for. That's why I never went crazy and was like, I'm putting twin turbos. And I'm putting this and that, man. Well, I ain't going on the track. So that's what I'm saying. I ain't doing it just to say, yo, I got twin turbos in my box Chevy. But then again, I can't drive 200 miles with the twin turbos without it breaking down or something. You know what I'm saying? So that's why I say, you know what? I don't need to cam it. Because people are like, oh yeah, cam it. For what? For you just to say I cammed it? And then what? It's drinking hella more gas. What? I'm not, yo, listen, that's why I say, well, with me, I'm different from everybody. I kept it plain Jane, try to keep it clean. And I know it could run on the road. It could do 500 miles. It could do whatever. It's just, you know what I mean? It's just this truck motor getting used to doing that again. Because now it got lazy. I made it lazy and it just sits in the car half of the year and it don't do ish. Summertime, like as I said, last summer, I didn't really ride it. I rode it, but I did like a lot of little local. I don't like doing it. I like highway joint, kid. So, as I said, that's, you know, I put 2 new tires in the front of the box because, I mean, I was driving it. I wore out, basically, I didn't really have a proper wheel alignment, so I wore out the front tires. I wore them ish down. You dig what I'm saying? So now I put 2 brand new ones. I got wheel alignment, all that. And it's now just to drive it. And because the thing is like when you don't drive it, like, you know, sometimes you got some hoses and stuff that, you know, that it just, with the heat, it get loose, clamps and all that. I had clamps that got loose on me. I had, you know, little different hoses that rubbed on something got nipped. So that's why I tried to correct all that wiring. Some wiring was goofy one time. I took it to Atlantic City, and some wiring that, you know, this guy that put the motor in got super high, got goofy on me. You know what I mean? So it's just like, you know, just knowing the car and doing little things with them. So, and that's why I like to do a lot of things myself, so I know I did it correctly and not somebody else put a little piece of speaker wire to run the alternator or some goofiness, and I ain't noticed he did that. So that's what I'm saying. So yeah, putting in the miles, putting it in, and that's what it is. So pressure look good, 15 minutes. Highway look good. Ain't really too much going on out here. It's like in the 40s. It was like, I don't know if I seen correctly. I seen something like it was supposed to go up to 60 today. But I don't know if I was bugging on that one. Maybe I was bugging. I don't know. Alright, we about to jump on exit 34. That's my highway they fixed for me. Haha. They fixed that highway for me. Alright. I burned $20 of gas. 100 miles. $20. That's about $20. Quarter tank, burn a quarter tank, basically. So these trips is like $20 a trip. So I mean that's how it's burning. I'm not saying I don't know if it's burning 100% efficient, but you know I did what I did. Everything is burning. It's an 8-cylinder, so I mean I guess what we got here. Got that Accord. Okay. Alright, but I am going to knock out the rest of these. Got 13 minutes. I'm gonna knock that out. 13 minutes, 8.6 miles. I'm about to knock that out. Then we will do a spot check, quick visual spot check. I don't know if I'm gonna pull over at the gas station or where somewhere on the side or something. See how I do it. And just as I said, do a visual. And I don't know, maybe I'll get a speed balance in there or something, but I'll put it it's on the list in my head, so speed balance. So maybe I'll do it today. I don't know what I'm doing today. I didn't really I got other stuff to do. But I didn't really, as y'all see, I didn't do no garage. I didn't do nothing in the garage this weekend. So I don't know if I'm gonna do something later or I'm not gonna do nothing. Or I may just maybe do it during the week or something, I don't know. Or maybe I'll take a day off or something during the week. And maybe just knock out the rest of the stuff. I don't know. So I'll see exactly how that goes. But I'm mentally preparing for, as I said, the U-Haul joint. So that's basically what I'm preparing for now, people. So just know that's what I'm preparing for. Now it's just deciding on the 2 trailers, which I'm gonna do that test. So I may do the test on the new one. I don't know. As I said, just looking at that. Somebody behind me got a dually. I admire you, my guy, because you got the dually. He got the Ram dually too. Not F with the Ram dually. I don't know what he's pulling. He's pulling, he's pulling a car transport trailer. Yeah. Maybe we got something. Hell yeah, I see you, homie. And that joint he pulling, I wonder how much that weigh, man. That joint maybe weigh like 5,000 easy. You know what I mean? So Renzel gotta get the baby ones. Renzel, I don't know. Renzel could do that. All right, but let me beat up the rest of this time and miles. Now I'll tap back in with y'all. Let me beat up some music. I'm here too. Alright. Alright guys, so basically kind of touched down to my check spot, basically. So, alright, something great here. 1,000 or 1,343 trip miles accumulated since everything was done. So that's the total, right? So now let me go into my notes real quick, right? And just want to show y'all a little bit of notes I took right here. So trip started with 718 after I believe when I did the what the hell I did? I did something. Maybe when I swapped out the transmission fluid. Swapped it when I had 844 trip miles. Right. I ended with 955. That was the remain seal was garbage. I started that at basically 961, and I think I only put like 40 miles basically with that joint, you know what I mean, before I had to dump it. O2 sensor extendo, right? The first time with the 90 degree, I started that with 1,086, and as I said, look at the total trip miles accumulated, right? And I ended that with 1235, right? I'm trying to think, the short extension. So the long extension, I didn't even actually mark it when I did the long one, but after I revisited and did a short one, right? The short one I started, basically the recording of the mileage was at 1086. I think I was at 1086 yesterday, right? And I ended yesterday with 1235, and then today I started, right, my run, right, with 1235, and my end number as of right now, right, is 1343.0, right? So that's basically a little bit of stuff that I'm just recording of basically my run. So this morning I started off with on 1235, and I ended up with 1343 to where I'm at right now. So now, as I said, I'm just gonna do a quick check visual. Yeah, I know, but it's open. I'm gonna do a quick visual. Outside's a little chilly. Gotta get my cat back. Yesterday, y'all seen me basically putting air in the tire and my cat. All right, Renzel, what we looking like? For some reason, this bottle looks a little dirty. For some reason, I don't know. But coolant look good. This right here, I'm monitoring this because it's right almost at minimum. It's in between half. The only thing I do if I'm gonna do something, I'll swap it out and replace it. I just have to double check and look at all calibers, all lines to make sure I don't got no leaks or nothing. I just couldn't quite remember what it was. So, as I said, the only other visual look I have to do is really just slide underneath to see what I see. And one more fluid I may swap out is maybe the power steering fluid. And as I said, maybe the differential joint, I may go with the OEM differential GM brand and transfer case. And basically, yeah, I mean, and just speed balance, high speed balance. So I may look into that today. So, okay. Looking good, looking good. You already know. So that's how we look at. Oh, my body feels sweaty. I've been sitting in this car for like mad long, and I just want to do a sanitizing, a good cleanup. I'm not doing no. I may buy a touch-up paint. And maybe, depending on how I feel and how everything goes, I may do a buff. I don't know. I got to see what they charge for a wet sand and buff, or just a buff. Either or is going to make a difference anyway. So if I do a buff on it, it's going to bring out is really gonna polish it up and make it look pretty dope. Wet sand and make it look a little bit better. But as I said, you know, the body got some little dings and some wear and tear from previous owner, whatever. I'm gonna buy some touch-up paint and just hit little spots, whatever. I got a rust, a little bit of cancer over here in the passenger side in the rear. I may treat it, but I may not do no body work on it now. I may just treat it so it don't spread no more, and just cover it up with some touch-up paint. So, all right, people. So, I mean, good run. And whoever watched the video to the end, which I know a lot of people don't, people watch a little bit of it, whatever, but I like to watch other people's videos to the end, because you know, sometimes I just let it run. If I'm doing various things, I let it run, whatever. But I do like to watch people's videos to the end to see, you know, if they doing stuff like what I'm doing, like, you know, just basically, like, you know, just keep in tune, whatever. And if I want to do my own thing like that, you know what I mean, I just kind of like, you know, I'm getting knowledge from it. So, as y'all can see, 2K13 Escalade. I was also thinking about one day, man, busting out the E85 on it, but I don't know if that's going to be a good idea for me to introduce the E85 to Renzel again. I don't know. I have to really think about it, talk to a few people, and think about if I'm going to introduce the E85 again to this vehicle. So, all right, other than that, yo, like, comment, subscribe to the channel. We taking this channel to the top for 2026. I'm just trying to knock out all these little car stuff, and then, man, we get into them car shows, you know what I mean? And that's what I'm gonna be doing. It's gonna be no more DIYs for the car, but just maintenance in terms of just oil, because I'm doing all this to beat the road up, because it ain't gonna be, the garage is gonna be shut down. It's gonna be a sauna, and basically I'm just driving, going to shows and washing the car, going to the show, whatnot, and that's what's gonna be done. So, and I hope y'all just try to keep the channel going by doing all my DIYs and just sharing little projects with y'all. And I'm just looking forward to April, what's next, and where we going. So I'm really looking forward to that, you know what I mean? Because this year is going to be different for the channel than last year. Last year, y'all seen what it was. If y'all looked at all my videos, or look at the back end videos of the car shows and stuff like that. And I'm just going to show y'all how I'm going to improve, how I'm going to be better, how I'm going to, you know, I got to just be more into networking and more, you know, getting more confidence in doing things in which I am. So confidence, consistency, motivation, and you gotta knock out the fears, people. You knock out the fears, that'll take you to another level, whatever you're doing, the work, home, whatever. If you're doing a YouTube channel, whatever, you just kind of gotta just knock out the fears. See them 3-wheelers? That's for that U-Haul joint. I was telling you about that real quick. But yeah, so I'm trying to elevate, and I'm trying to be better, and I'm trying to have a better channel and learn more as I go. All right, so like, comment, subscribe to the channel. Y'all already know. Life with Michael. Let's catch you on the next one.